I've been doing a lot of stuff. I just came into the house to check and see if there's any goodies in here. I needed something to drink. But I wanted to talk to y'all about the whole situation with what's going on now. Alright. They're showing you things in the background. They're putting Easter eggs and shit. Remember how they did this big thing when COVID first started and everybody was on this big Easter egg kick about all these movies and all the Easter eggs in movies, and you heard people in the government talking about Easter eggs, and then you hear Trump talking about Easter, you hear him talking about April Fools, and then he was on national television saying, well, you voted for me. Alright, now think about it. Then he all of a sudden gets sick, goes to the hospital for 3 days, and rises from the deathly COVID to come back out into the public. They're playing a game. All of them are involved, including Trump, and I hate to say this, okay? There's videos that surfaced back in 2020 of Trump and Bill Clinton with children involved in nefarious acts on Epstein Island. There's also videos of him hanging out with Alan Dershowitz on the Lolita plane. Okay, Trump said his plane broke down. Alright, if you've got billions of fucking dollars and you know you're going to an island where there are a bunch of pedophiles and scumbags hanging out at, raping and murdering children, sacrificing women, breeding people for children so they can have children with no birth certificates so they can use them for their rituals, why would you not have a helicopter waiting for you to fucking take off the minute you landed? I'm sorry, if I've got fucking millions of dollars and my plane's having a problem and I gotta land at Epstein, my plane is getting landed and my fucking mechanics and everybody are gonna be right there on the ground to work on my shit, and I'm gonna be on the helicopter the fuck up on out of Dodge. I want nothing to do with that shit. You feel me? Common sense thinking. If you're a millionaire or a billionaire and you've got all that common sense and you got all them abilities and you got all access to everything all over the world, why would you sit on Epstein Island for 7 hours with Alan Dershowitz, who went there by chance with a little Asian girl sitting next to him on the plane from the photos that came from when they got on the plane? And they were all happy that Trump was on Lolita. Daughter sitting on his lap, hand all up on her titty. Oh yeah, that's a real photo. It's not been manipulated. The Kraken was responsible for taking and wiping all that shit out. Any evidence on Trump or anyone that followed with Trump or rocked with Trump, the Kraken was released to wipe all that shit out because they got it in their possession. The Kraken supercomputer is meant to seek out and destroy any negative or nefarious information about an individual and or wipe everything out about an individual. Complete total devastation of that individual digital footprint in the matrix and the astral as well, because it carries through the archons. AI, archon intelligence. Read your fucking Bible. Anyway, now, going back to this shit August 2020 where there was an active shooter event in the White House. Trump, they got him, okay? They put him under the Washington Monument in Washington's tomb for over 5 days. They did seances and occult rituals. There were major thunder and lightning storms to the point where almost every one of the obelisks and buildings were getting struck in succession. You could see it from the aerial view. You can literally watch live feed storm footage of the electricity crawling up the court sidewalk heading toward the Washington Monument during these storms when these obelisks were being struck. They put the fallen angel of Apollyon in the dead Trump's body. The United States Army has control of it. That's what they think anyway. Guys, you gotta see this shit for what it is. Alright? COVID-19 means surrender Earth sheep. What is an Earth sheep? A nuclear family, right? Earth sheep means nuclear family. Surrender Earth sheep. COVID, C represents carbon-based life. Ovid is Greek for sheep. 19 is the universal transponder for surrender. Divock, which is COVID backwards, means to be under the possession of one's higher authority, or to be under the possession of a higher authority, meaning you are a slave. There's nothing else that can be said about it. They're telling you to surrender. Now, are you going to lay down like a little bitch with your thumb up your ass, put your pinky in your mouth and grab your little rainbow blanket? Or are you going to stand up and be a man or a woman of God, a child of Atlantis and Lemuria? An individual who is reincarnated and brought back so that you yourself could wrong the rights from the past. History repeats itself is what they say. It's going on right now. You're just too damn stupid to pay attention. Now it's time to wake up, ladies and gentlemen. Lieutenant Commander, on deck, on your feet, soldiers. Let's go.